of accent, but yeah, and also some friends, so it's nice to see.
How is life in Italy? Is everything quiet?
Yeah, so far it's quiet.
Yeah.
You want me to grab already your point, or you want to make me the question?
No, what do you mean by that?
No, by the fact that I know, because last days were quite busy with my family situation, so I think this is where you want to go, and I think I have to say I can. Yeah, I will wait for your question. So tell me.
I wanted to know if there was a baby. Then
Yeah.
I would have said congratulations.
No, not yet, not yet, not
Besides
yet.
that, I don't think it's our
Yeah.
business.
Yeah. Okay, not yet.
We will hear it when there is a baby, I think. When you came to Ajax, everyone was curious. After that, a lot of enthusiasm about you changed Ajax. Last couple of weeks, there seems also to be some criticism. How do you cope with that?
I think you skip one part, that it was the skepticism at the beginning, because it's been part of our journey after a lot of enthusiasm, and in the moment of enthusiasm I repeat quite a lot that still many things needs to be done, because at the end in the processes and in some journey, of course all of us, we would like to skip negative moments, but this is impossible. What we can do and what we try to do and what we are trying to do is to reduce as much as possible these negative moments, and that's all. So it is how it is. Maybe the last 2-3 weeks are not the best ones so far, but the reality that is the first time in the whole season that we are having 2 games without a victory. So I think sometimes we need to put the things a bit in perspective, and I think we need to be really happy of what we have done so far, knowing that, of course, the step that we have to take to go where we would like to go are many.
A week ago, before the match against Utrecht, we were speaking about not about winning or losing, because you're right, it's the first time with 2 matches without winning. We were speaking about expected goals against, because it seems to change a little bit. From the beginning of the season, the organization was always very good, it was very low, and also the last 2 matches against Utrecht and AZ, it was above 1.
Yeah.
And then you said it's a bit of a coincidence and it's about the opponent, but there seems to be a trend in that.
Yeah, but so you say now that in the last 2 matches the expected goal conceded is above 1. So the fact that the part that was exceptional is not this one. The part that is exceptional is the fact that for 5-6 games we didn't concede 1 shot on target against. This is for me the part that somehow create like level of expectation maybe too high. But
you want to be better and better.
Of course, we want to be better and better. We would like to create always a tremendous amount of chances and not to concede anything to the opponent. But in one journey, as I mentioned before, you cannot be always progressing in the same way. It's normal to have some up and down, limiting a little bit the as much as possible the downs. But in the other side, for me, what is important is the trend. After, I agree with you that probably the trend of the last weeks is not going up. And that's why it's important for us to put all the energies to turn the situation again and to keep climbing the journey that we have in front of us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brian, voel je aan de trainer dat het speciaal is voor hem om tegen een Italiaanse club te spelen?
Het is de laatste tijd ook wel een beetje gegaan over de vermoeidheid. Met name de mentale vermoeidheid ook. We hebben natuurlijk heel veel wedstrijden gespeeld.
Yes, because I'm trying to keep the translation. Yes, sorry.
I wanted me to ask you, 86% of all games in which Brian Brobby start are a win. Only 50% of the other games are a win. So why not more Brobby from the start?
But I think Brian has played already quite a significant amount of matches. So yeah, this one is an interesting number that you are putting on the table. I know that you are always so well prepared. So no, it's not a surprise because we know how important is Brian for the team, and that's why we are since the beginning of the season we are trying to do everything to maximize his minutes, his contribution with the team, and yeah, I think I was listening the question that you make to Brian, and if you allow me to step in and to answer to you, I think Brian is in one moment that is really really fit. Probably has, at least from the performances and the physical performances, is the best moment of his life in Ajax, at least with the data and the numbers that we have, and the capacity to play certain amount of minutes in a certain intensity. So I think we are really happy with Brian and what he's doing so far.
These statistics, are they purely coincidental, or do you think there's a certain logic that if Brian Robbie is fully fit, to start him and to bring Weghorst for the last half hour rather than the other way around?
No, this one could be, again, I think in these statistics also, if you put, for example, all the games that we played in Europe before, I think this number maybe is going to be a bit different from what you said. But as I mentioned, Brian is an important player for the team, an important asset for the club. So all of us, I think, we are aware of how decisive it will be for us. And, it's not a percentage that is going to tell me how important is Brian for us.
How's the physical state of the team, especially Henderson, Goss and Rens? Are they able to start and play, let's say, 70 minutes plus?
They are okay, so they will part of the game tomorrow.
Would they be able to play
some of them, yes. So
Rens not?
I think yes.
Rens, yes.
Yes, you are always taking away my lineup before. I try not to skip it, but yeah, that's fine.
Okay, clear. Finally, we talked about mental fatigue last week. You said also we are improving, enhancing the organization as from January. Of course, you'd rather have improvements already before that, because there's still 4 games to go. Well, what can you do in this short time? To just give them 2 days off? Or what can you do?
We cannot, because we play every 2 days, so we cannot really give the 2 days off. So no, now is to go, really to look inside and to find the batteries and the energy and the motivation that I think the game of tomorrow, there is no bound to speak about the word that you mentioned before. So I say that who is going to use it is going to get a fine. So I will not repeat here in this room.
Yeah, but not mentioning it is not going to make it go away. You were very honest before the AZ game, saying, I don't want to lie, I just want to be realistic. I don't really like that. But maybe you can do something, even if it's just a little thing.
But there are strategies, and I think so far we kept away quite well that word, because I think the feeling that we had in all the matches, it was always like the fact to have a lot of energy, to have a lot of batteries to go over and over and over after, in this case, the numbers are not lying. The fact that we played the 70% games more than Utrecht is a fact. The fact that we are in a moment maybe where the clarity or the decision making is not so sharp as it was before. So, but this is natural, and we have to accept it. I think we should not lie, and somehow we need to face, the moment where we are with even more spirit, desire, and to try to cover these limits or this fatigue, and to go over and to really push for the game of tomorrow with the best part of ourselves.
Brian, nog 1 vraag aan jou. De trainer blijft gewoon hier in Nederland.
Le chiedo subito se si è fatto un'idea di questa Lazio, cosa li preoccupa di più di questa squadra, quali sono i punti di forza, e poi una domanda invece extra partita, se da italiano è stato colpito negativamente da questo divieto, preconcetto nei confronti dei tifosi della Lazio per assistere a questa partita.
Se mi permette, partirei dall'ultima parte, perché chiaramente sappiamo che il calcio è uno sport che vive con i tifosi e vive per i tifosi. Abbiamo vissuto più o meno la stessa cosa qualche settimana fa, quando siamo andati a giocare a San Sebastiano, che all'inizio sembrava che non fosse possibile far viaggiare i nostri tifosi, e poi fortunatamente siamo riusciti e quindi da parte nostra, da parte del club, c'è sempre stato il massimo desiderio di avere i tifosi della Lazio presenti. Purtroppo poi ci sono delle scelte che che vanno oltre quella che è la partita in sé per sé e ripeto, con il dispiacere però non sono cose che purtroppo sono in nostro controllo. E rispetto alla Lazio è una squadra che chiaramente sta facendo un percorso eccezionale e in campionato, in Europa League eliminando qualche giorno fa il Napoli dalla Coppa Italia. Quello che chiaramente entusiasma vedendo la Lazio è il fatto che è una squadra che riesce a riempire le due aree con tanti giocatori, quando attaccano portano sempre dei 4 minimo, ma a volte 5, a volte 6 giocatori in area di rigore e quando attaccano l'area lo fanno con grande ferocia e allo stesso tempo difendono con grandissimo spirito, con 11 giocatori che hanno la forza e la volontà di rimettersi sotto la linea della palla. E quindi mischiando questo spirito che ha portato il mister, l'organizzazione, le qualità individuali dei tanti giocatori che hanno a disposizione, questo chiaramente fa sì che sia una partita sicuramente difficile e complicata, ma sicuramente anche bella da giocare.
Una domanda invece su mister Baroni, una sua considerazione è un po' la doppia faccia, no? Al contrario di lei, perché lei è molto giovane, ha fatto un po' il giro dell'Europa, mister Baroni ha fatto la gavetta, poi ha avuto questa possibilità con la Lazio, se lo ha seguito, se ha un pensiero particolare su di lui, la sua considerazione.
Siamo due toscani e penso che più che le cose che ci dividono, credo che ci siano tante le cose che ci accomunano e ha appena menzionato la parola gavetta, che penso insomma di averne fatta tanta anch'io in giro per il mondo, in Italia, in diversi ruoli e oggi insomma stiamo a giocarci sicuramente una bella partita domani e niente, quindi insomma mi fa piacere affrontare un allenatore che negli ultimi anni ha fatto così bene.
L'ultima considerazione invece è la differenza tra il calcio olandese e il calcio italiano, visto che lei li conosce entrambi.
Penso che chiaramente ci siano un po' alcuni aspetti che fanno parte un po' della mentalità, un po' diversi, e però poi, ripeto, ci sono anche tante similitudini perché il calcio di oggi è sempre più globalizzato e quindi insomma le idee viaggiano veloci tra continenti e tra diverse nazioni.
Hi, Francesco. The last couple of games you are creating a little bit less than before. How important can Brian be in creating those chances?
Yeah, Brian is one of for sure one of the players that can really contribute because his presence, his capacity to play a very specific type of game keep busy quite a lot of players. This is normal, is his strength since the beginning of his career, but at the end is also how we are able or not to provide the condition for Brian and for the offensive player to really, be in the conditions to generate action and possibility to score the goals.
And what will be the key to create more against Lazio tomorrow?
But for me, it goes back to what I said before, the fact that the speed of the ball needs to be a bit higher than usual or than what we did in the last matches, the decision making, and to be a bit sharper in the moment where we have to take fast decision.
Got a question about Mr. Baroni, but you just missed each other at Benevento, right?
Yeah, we came in, not even instead of him because he left for a couple of days. It was a different coach, and after we entered, so yeah, it was like a moment of switch in a season that was not an easy one for both of us.
Brian, hoe gaat het met je hoofd eigenlijk? Heb je daar...
With the same possibilities to win. After, of course, we are really respectful for what they are doing, but as well also we believe in ourselves and in our possibilities to compete tomorrow.
Okay. Did you watch back the game against AC Alkmaar, and what do you blame yourself for?
If I watch it, of course, yes. I said after the game, honestly, there are not many things to blame about. Sometimes you have to accept and to turn the page and to go over.
Okay, so you didn't want to bring closer earlier if you could do that?
I would, but you cannot. This one is the difficult part of sitting here is this one. That sometimes there are decisions that for the game itself maybe are the best one, but in the long run you need to take a difficult decision.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ook naar die achtste, ja. Mister, buonasera. Allora, senza voler fare polemica, ma volevo chiedere un parere più che da allenatore, da cittadino italiano, ecco, che poi le decisioni ci sono, quella di non far venire i tifosi della Lazio, però poi ci sono anche le parole, le giustificazioni, e anzi le motivazioni più che le giustificazioni. Io volevo sapere se lei, come cittadino italiano, condivide quelle che sono state le parole del sindaco nei confronti dei tifosi della Lazio.
Allora, in questo mi cogli, tra virgolette, impreparato perché non ho veramente avuto il piacere in modo sì, diciamo, non ho avuto modo di ascoltare i commenti alla decisione. Come ho detto, dispiace il fatto che i tifosi della Lazio non possano essere presenti alla partita, però, ripeto, abbiamo veramente tante cose da fare e questa parte qua me la sono persa.
Le volevo chiedere per quanto riguarda la partita, lei credo che abbia studiato la Lazio per il suo mestiere, ecco. Se dovesse prendere qualcosa di questa Lazio in quella che è la sua idea, la sua proposta dell'Ajax, cosa porterebbe?
Ma sinceramente prendere una cosa sì, è difficile prenderne una perché sono talmente tante le cose buone che stanno facendo, altrimenti non sarebbero dove sono. Credo che la cosa che in questo caso che più che prendere, che credo che ci accomuni, sia lo spirito che emerge dalle due squadre. Sono due squadre che probabilmente sono partite un po' con i fari spenti e che con la grande voglia e con la grande coesione delle persone che compongono il gruppo squadre, lo staff, eccetera, eccetera, stiano, ripeto, facendo qualcosa di speciale e quindi credo che, ecco, questa sia la cosa che ci accomuni di più e credo che sia la cosa che domani sera farà la differenza.
Classifica, ecco, questa è una sfida decisiva per arrivare tra le prime 8, perché credo sia un obiettivo sia della Lazio che dell'Ajax, ma chi ha più possibilità secondo lei?
La Lazio, perché sono 3 punti avanti a noi.
L'ultima, volevo chiedere se in Italia c'è mai stato qualche contatto oppure vorresti tornare a allenare in Italia? In tempo futuro, ecco, questa magari.
Apprezzo il tentativo, ma credo che tu apprezzi anche la mia risposta.
No, l'ho provato.
Vabbè.
Hello.
Which team did you support while in Italy, and maybe you still support and why?
Yeah, no, I stopped to support quite early because since the moment that this job became a job, there is no really time to enjoy football in the other side. So mainly now it's many years already that I'm really focused in the place where I am.
I presume you're still following the Italian competition.
Yeah, but with a different eyes, like to study and to get inspiration or opportunity to learn.
Are friends and colleagues in Italy proud of you as coach of Ajax?
Sorry?
Are colleagues and friends in Italy proud of you as coach of Ajax?
I think so.
Do you get any feedback on that?
No, of course, like if you speak about my friends or the people that are close to me, of course, like I think the place where I am is a very prestigious one. So I think it's normal that the fact that I am here at the moment is something special.
Thank you. Brian, mocht je ooit overgaan naar de Italiaanse question?
You played a couple of matches now in the new European format. How do you like it so far?
No, I think it's really, how to say, interesting. It's new for everybody, so we are really discovering in the day by day how it's going on. So, as Brian said, I think this gives a lot of opportunity and brings a lot of uncertainty. So this for sure for the fans is great.
As a child, when you were growing up, did you watch a lot of Italian football?
Yeah, of course.
What did you think of Lazio back then?
But Lazio has been always one team, like since they won also the titles, and they had always great players, great teams. So has been always one team competing for the top spot in Italian football, doing also great things in Europe. So I think they are repeating, the best days that they had in the years before.
Last question. First of all, congrats on your upcoming baby and your wife as well. There are a lot of opinions about your decision
Yeah.
to stay there. What do you think of that?
I heard. So no, give me the opportunity because to explain, because yeah, I saw a lot of comments, a lot of opinions, and it's fine. It's part of probably also of the position where I am. So this one, as you can imagine, is a very personal situation. So I'm not really comfortable too, but it's fine to give you like the opinion, so at least you can have like the full picture. So when last Sunday I got this question, my answer was clear, and it's clear also today. So what I explained that I couldn't explain, but what I'm going to tell you now, that this decision, as you can imagine, has been part of our decision making as a family already quite a lot in the last months. We decided together that probably the best option it was to have my wife back in Italy, to have the family around that could really help her in the last days, because as you can imagine, we cannot really prevent or understand which day is going to happen. So we wanted to have the safest environment possible. And as you know, we are playing so many games that it's impossible for me, almost impossible for me to be there in that moment. So this is the decision. And I give you an example. If today or tomorrow morning something is going to happen, and for me it's impossible to be there, so what I can do is to try to be there as soon as possible, and as soon as there is the moment. So if something happened Friday morning, I will be there, and I will be back as soon as possible to be here for the next game, because my duties and my responsibility as a head coach of Ajax are quite many. Of course, I have my duties as a father, but I give you the example that it happened already when I was in Turkey, when my daughter Leah born. She born on Thursday. We played on Sunday, and Monday morning at 7 o'clock I was there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I don't know.